How's it going, everybody? Doing a collection video here tonight. My original Xbox collection that I want to continue to keep growing. I got 18 games here. I haven't played some of these, but some I played back in the day. I had a decent collection when it first came out, but all those copies are long gone. But anyway, I'll do some tapping as well. Get that. Nah, you can't hear it in there, that disc moving. But anyway, this is Midway Arcade Treasures. So it has a bunch of old Midway arcade games. Smash TV, Marble Madness, 720, Spy Hunter, Joust, Paperboy, Rampage, Gauntlet. Shit like that. Sinistar, Blaster, Road Blasters. Quite a few of these ended up on the NES. Ported over. Marble Madness for sure, Smash TV. Spy Hunter, Joust, Paperboy, Rampage. Clacks. Cool collection. They might have made another 2 of these actually back then. Next 3 is the Prince of Persia, trilogy that came out on those consoles. First one here is Sands Time. That one makes a better disc sound. This game's awesome. The combat, everything flows so well in this. The moves you do and shit. Wall climbing, hopping over guys' backs, using the time. Shit, the sands of time and stuff. Really sick game. This game, like, reviewed incredible too. Warrior Within. I've played a little bit of this one. This is more of like an angsty prince here, as you can see. This guy's 2 kind of blades there. It still has really good combat and stuff, and you're doing all types of crazy stuff. Third one here is the 2 Thrones. I've not played this one yet. One Warrior, 2 Souls. There's like chariot racing in this one. I remember that being in the trailer when this came out. When this came out, 05. Yeah. Even the 2 and 3, the 2 Thrones and Warrior, they're both reviewed well also. But like I said, I haven't played this one. Here's a classic that I've talked about a bunch of times. Gladius. I have gameplay of it, I think. Made by LucasArts. Awesome. Tactical strategy game. This is Valens. You could either play as Valens or Ursula. Ursula's on the back here. And you'll meet up, no matter who you use, you end up meeting up. But like they're the main characters, some other, like her brother and your buddy, Valens' buddy, are also there. But you travel across, what does it say here? where you actually, I guess, Rome, and you're fucking going to different gladiator schools, and you gotta like get your badges or whatever they are. You'll fight animals, people. You gotta recruit people for your party, your team. You gotta level them up and shit. It's a really cool game. There's like, you have like levels and stuff in certain arenas. You gotta like, get the high ground. You got a better chance of killing someone quicker and stuff. There's different kinds of, obviously, people you can have. Heavy guys, kind of guys who the ranged weapons, the spears, they're there. And like an Ursula and a Valens are like the kind of middle road. Then there's faster ones too. The faster guys are kind of like thieves, but not. It's awesome though. It's the combat's really fun. And there's little magic stuff too. The affinity gods. That's the gods in this game. You can like power up, like you have power moves and shit. And it's usually button combos when you do moves. You gotta get them. You gotta either hit the right buttons, or you gotta get it in the right little area and stuff for good attacks. Great soundtrack in this game as well. Another fucking game I love. Silent Hill 4: The Room. Awesome game. This originally was not supposed to be a Silent Hill, but Team Silent, I believe, made this the first 4. But they ended up making it Silent Hill. So you're Harry Townsend, Henry Townsend, and you're trapped. You like wake up in your apartment and all these fucking locks here on your door. You can't get out. And then like a portal fucking in the wall. A hole in the wall opens up in your bathroom, I think, or it's your laundry room or your bathroom. You crawl through and you go to different areas in Silent Hill. I'm pretty sure because you don't live in Silent Hill, but then you end up going to places there. Great soundtrack again by Akira Yamaoka, and weird looking fucking enemies and shit. The same kind of shitty combat, but it's awesome. It's creepy as fuck. Back in the day, I actually pre-ordered this for the Xbox. I remember going up there and being annoyed because they were telling me I didn't fucking pre-order the game. And I was like, I fucking pre-ordered. I had the receipt. They could print up for you when I show I had it. They were still like, oh, and then finally they gave it to me. They were like pain to give it to me. Like I came up with some fucking scam to get Silent Hill 4: The Room because I still had to pay him, I think. I think I only had like $30 or $40 on it. And it started raining on the walk home, which annoyed me as well. But awesome survival horror game. The Third Age. There's probably a few others, but this is one of, if not the only, turn-based RPG for the fucking Xbox. It should say the most exciting RPG since Final Fantasy. That's probably not true, but who wrote that? Electronic Gaming Monthly, I doubt they're still around. Maybe they are. But you use random characters in this game, and then you fight with fucking Gandalf and Legolas and Gimli, whatever, Aragorn, all of them. Somehow you're there helping Gandalf fight the Balrog, retard shit like that, but it was still cool. It was a fun game. You go to all places in the game, you fight all the Witch King and all that shit, but it actually is a really good RPG. I can't remember. It probably says the names of the people on here, maybe it doesn't. It was fun. It's one of the first games I had for the Xbox, Blood Omen 2. And the first in the series. Actually, yeah, it was the first in the series. Was it? Yeah, it was. I played Soul Reaver after this. The first Soul Reaver. This is part of the Legacy of Kain series. This one focuses on Kain. I don't know in the timeline where this takes place. I think this is before the first Soul Reaver. But you're Kain, you get special powers. You're fighting the Seraphim Lords, I think, in this. But they're being controlled by like these weird aliens or some shit. But you gotta like get your powers back and shit. Like your fucking armies are all fucked up. So it's really bad. But it was a fun game. I can't really remember a lot of it. I do still want to get Defiance again. That's the one where you play as Kain and Raziel. Soul Reaver as Raziel in it, who was thrown into a fucking pit. He was a vampire too, but I think he was actually originally a Saffron Lord who died, and Kain brought him back by biting him. I know he was a Saffron Lord, I'm pretty sure. And then he grows his wings before Kain, and then Kain throws him in like this fucking abyss. And he gets rots and turns into the fucking Soul Reaver because the Elder God saves him. The fucking giant octopus thing. It's cool games, great voice acting in all of them. Good story as well. Cool powers and shit. There it is. 007, Agent Under Fire. This is the first one to come out on this set of consoles. This one is in first person, as was Nightfire. Good Bond game. The usual Bond shit, gadgets, fucking shit. Different weapons and shit like that. Great set pieces, good cover. I did one of this. I think this is one of the covers I did in my review. Game covers, review, artwork, whatever. It's a cool cover. It's a fun Bond game for sure. It's one of the first games I actually had on the GameCube. I beat it on the GameCube back in the day. Here's the third person one they made back then. Everything or Nothing, and then they made From Russia with Love, and they actually got Sean Connery to voice him. This one has Pierce Brosnan doing the voice, and a bunch of other known people: Willem Dafoe, Shannon Elizabeth, Heidi Klum, John Cleese, Judi Dench is playing M. It's cool. It's in third person. It's a lot of good shit going on here in this game. It looked great at the time. I don't know. I haven't really played much. I played a little bit of it, but I remember it being fun as shit. Good. Once again, it's a Bond game, so you get all the good locations. This is a good cover as well, actually. I think Nightfire was the one where you end up in space. X-Men Legends, have not played it yet. It's in my pickup vid I did a while back. It's a game I want to play because it's like a Diablo or a Baldur's Gate with X-Men characters and shit. So that should be fun. I want to get the second one as well, where I think you team up with the Brotherhood of Mutants to fight Apocalypse. Pretty cool covers here as well. Who do we got here? We got a Magneto in the background. Looks like Wolverine, Rogue, Storm, a Nightcrawler, and Cyclops. This is the game I got with X-Men Legends when I picked them up. Haunted Mansion. I've not beaten it. I played a decent amount of it, and it's actually a really fun game. I think talk about it. I saw it on Luke Morris was playing it during his Halloween thing. I was like, that game looks kind of fucking fun. And it actually is. It's pretty cool, actually. Use your lantern to like collect the souls and the ghosts or whatever. And there's puzzles in there and shit you gotta do. Some unique little puzzles as well, which is kind of nice. This also has a pretty good cover. The most recent one. I've not played it. Carmen Sandiego and the Secret of the Stolen Drums. Just a game I was interested in. Picking up. I will get around to playing it at some point. This one I got a garage sale. I actually had this. Funny thing is, I think I bought this game at the Best Buy out here in Bayshore. Back in the day, I think I got this, and I think it was Quantum Redshift. I never beat it, but I do remember playing a good amount of it. There's the train. look. It's pretty beat up. Gross. He used the Starfighter from episode 2. Attack of the Clones, fly it into the Star Wars episode 2 action. I remember enjoying what I played of it, and I kind of like these kind of flying games. Crimson Skies, another awesome one. But I want to pick up Jedi Starfighter as well, which is the you use the fighters from episode 1. There's an Xbox exclusive. This was a launch title too, Bloodwake. They never made another one of these, which is actually surprising. Maybe it didn't sell well. Pretty fun boat combat game. There goes the fucking, that is allowed. Sometimes they blare their horn super loud, and other times they barely do anything, which is weird. It's a boat combat game, usually taking out other boats, and you're taking out like little forts and shit. I never beat this one. I played a decent amount of it though, and it was fun. Kind of arcadey action. This was I always loved the only on Xbox. Up on top. I think Nintendo had a 2 in the corner. It said only 4. PlayStation 2 was the only one that didn't do it because they didn't have to. They're like, whatever, man. We know. People know these games are only on our system. We don't need to tell you anything, you know? Here's a fucking incredible game, Dead to Rights. This is a top game for me. This game is so good. It has the bullet time. It ripped that off from Max Payne, but I actually enjoy this more than Max Payne. Not from a story standpoint, but from a gameplay standpoint. You use a Jack Slade here, get framed for murder, and then you kill a shit ton of fucking enemies. I mean, a shit ton, and there's a lot of different kind of systems. You can disarm guys. You have your dog Shadow. You can send him out. He'll disarm dudes or kill them. You can do disarm moves. You can break people's necks and shit. You have to slow down bullet time stuff, and when you get it down pat, you're using the fucking slow down, and then you're coming out of that because you have like a meter. Then you're fucking disarming a dude, you're sending Shadow, like you're just hitting it. A lot of unique boss fights in this as well. There's one where you're fighting a boxer, and you're in the gas chamber in a prison, and you have to punch the fucking mask off the guy's face and then put it on, and then he punches off yours. It's actually kind of cool. It's actually a really cool game. I would suggest playing this. I played some of the second one, didn't like it. Dead Rights 2 LP. I like the one on the PS3 and 360, Retribution. That was a pretty good one. This is the best one by far, though. Final 2 here are the ones I picked up not too long ago. Did the pickup video on it. Turok Evolution. I've not played it, but it's one that interests me. It's supposed to be pretty decent as well, so maybe I'll get around to playing it at some point. And The Hobbit. This is another one I remember wanting this. Not wanting it, but I was always interested in, well, I guess, yeah. Well, after it came out, it was always a game I was looking at. I want to pick it up on whatever system. It could have been the Cube or PS2 or this. Because it just kind of looked like a fun game. Kind of a more mellow, not as crazy fucking type of game. And I picked it up whenever that was a few weeks ago. You can tell this was not the original case because it's got NBA sticker here on it. Eventually I will play this one too, at least some of it. If anyone wants to see any gameplay on any of those, let me know. I'll put that in the comments maybe. I've done a gameplay of Gladius. I prefer to do games I haven't done gameplays for. I did gameplay Gladius, right? Agent Under Fire. I did one for, did I? I don't know if I can't even remember if I did any of those, but anyway, yeah, this is my original Xbox collection.